All right, guys, and welcome to training number two. In this training, basically, I'm going to go. Let me just summarize what I'm planning on doing in this training. I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into what I kind of introduced you to in the last training video and kind of talk to you a little bit about DeFi and decentralized finance. And, while I'm going through it, I'm going to kind of give you what the true goal of DeFi is and how it works by showing you some examples. And then I'm going to talk about one specific thing in decentralized finance, which is what we're going to be concentrating on because it's the easiest way, in my opinion, for someone like yourself and myself to get involved. It doesn't take really that much technical knowledge, especially once you understand how it works, and I'll kind of explain that to you in this video. Um, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about what are yield farms. I don't know if you've ever heard the term yield farms before, but I know when I first heard of it, I was completely confused. I had no idea what the hell they were talking about. But I'm going to kind of explain that to you in this video, and I'm going to explain to you how these decentralized exchanges or these yield farms can actually afford to pay such high rates of return. And how exactly they work, how the logistics work, and what to do with the rewards that you earn. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to be diving into this training video. This is an important one. Now, but before I continue, there's one thing that I really need you to understand more than anything. Think about this every time you're listening to me in this training video. The one most important thing you need to understand in this space to see whether or not this is a space that you want to get involved in is this. As of right now, what I'm going to show you and what I'm going to describe to you, the world of decentralized finance does not exist without you and me. Okay? Because there's no banks involved in this world. Banks are not allowed to get into this world because there's no regulation in this new space that's being created in the digital world. But one thing you also need to understand is in this digital world and this decentralized finance world, I think I said in the first video, everything that we know of and that we know in the normal traditional financial world, like lending, borrowing, insurance, trading, derivatives, payment systems, all that stuff has been replicated in the digital world. But in the digital world, anything that needs money for the system to run, the only place they can get the money from are people like you and me. And that's why this opportunity is so time sensitive. We need to take advantage of this system and this opportunity now before the banks get involved. Because trust me, the banks want to get involved. The, the interest rates that we can earn right now in this world might disappear once the banks get in, because the more supply that comes in, the more supply of money that comes into the system, the less the system itself will have to pay in interest rates. Right now, they're willing to pay high rates of return because they need our money. So just understand this one thing. You have to understand that in order for this whole decentralized finance system in this digital world to exist, they desperately need you and me. Okay? So it's just a matter of tapping into the system. And again, like I said right now, it's such a young system. Only 0.05% of the world is even participating in the system, but it's growing by leaps and bounds. You saw in the last video that because of what's going on in the market right now, everyone is kind of moving over to decentralized finance. So you need to jump in while it's fresh and the opportunity is there. All right, so let me dig in a little bit further now. How do I get out of here? All right, so let's dig in here now. This is where I left you off last time, was basically showing you. Oh, geez, what's going on here? I apologize. I don't know what happened here. Okay. I showed you the last Pancake swap, for example, is where I left you in the last video, and I showed you these crazy high interest rates, okay? 149%. What exactly does this mean? I'm going to talk to you about it right now. Um, you know, maybe you're looking at this stuff over here, CO and BUSD, and it's confusing you. KRS, BUSD. What's all this mean? I'm going to explain that to you right now. Beefy Finance, same thing, paying 410% for this one, SON and USDC. Like, what the heck does that mean? Scream FTM. Okay, I'm going to explain that to you in this video so you understand what's going on. But let me just kind of go over the decentralized finance thing again. So here's the decentralized finance ecosystem. So here are all the things that it can do. Asset tokenization, compliance and identity, marketplace and liquidity. This is the one that we're going to be concentrating on, okay? Infrastructure, lending, payments, stable coins, wallets, and asset management. These are all the things that are in the whole decentralized finance world. So let me just kind of show you just a little bit. Decentralized finance, okay. Definition of DeFi is a concept of financial ecosystem living digitally on a shared infrastructure. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Below, we listed a few companies in different categories that comprise the DeFi ecosystem. So here's all the different things that exist in this world: compliance, marketplace, lending, prediction markets like like bets and stuff like that, payments, stable coins. I don't know if you ever heard of stable coins. Stable coins is basically USDC is what's called a stable coin. It's a 1-to-1 ratio of the US dollar, so on and so forth. So this is just an example of some of all these different companies that are doing different things in this arena. Now, let me show you another website, which in the training, you'll become really familiar with this site. But this is DeFi Llama. This basically shows you all the different things that are happening in the DeFi world, okay? And if you look here at these categories, these are all the different companies. I don't know if you ever heard of Uniswap, Sushi Swap, what exactly are all those things? Now, here's the other thing. Look at all these Ethereum, BSC, Tron, Polygon, Avalanche. These are all different blockchains. So many different blockchains are in existence already, and each one of them has different platforms that work on the blockchain. And these are all different opportunities that you can tap into to make money and stake your crypto and earn income on any one of these blockchains. Now, in my course, I concentrate on one specific blockchain in particular because it's a lot easier to work with. It can get really, really confusing depending on which blockchain you go to. So in my training, I really concentrate only on one because, keeping this thing simple. Once you understand the basics of what I talk about in my training and stuff like that, once you understand the basics, you'll be able to use the principles and go anywhere you want. But it's best that you don't get overwhelmed. So that's why I concentrate only on one thing. In addition, I want to be completely honest with you. I don't really do any of this liquid staking and lending, yield and services and all that stuff. I concentrate on one thing and one thing only, which is this, DEXs, okay? And DEXs stand for decentralized exchanges, okay? And here's what decentralized exchanges are. Basically, in the world of crypto right now, if someone wants to exchange their Ethereum for Bitcoin, they can do it several different ways. They can go to a place like Coinbase and they can sell their Ethereum and transfer it into dollars and then take the dollars and buy Bitcoin. So that's basically two transactions. One is a sale and then another one is a buy. And every time you do that, you're paying a fee to Coinbase. Or you can go to what's called a decentralized exchange and just do one transaction and switch Ethereum right to Bitcoin. You don't have to transfer it over to US dollars or anything like that. In addition, if you go to these decentralized exchanges like Defi or 1inch, or Pancake Swap. If you go here, you don't have to set up an account. You don't have to, give them like your passport and your social security number or anything like that. You can just basically go onto the system and, go through the process of exchanging your crypto for another one and get it, back into your wallet and then go on with your life and do whatever you want to do. So now let me explain to you exactly what we're looking at here. For example, in Pancake Swap, what this is telling you is this. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I just wanted to see how many minutes I had left. What this is telling you is this. In order to earn 149%, what you need to do is get involved in this yield farm. This is basically a farm. The COBUSD is one farm, KRSBUSD is another farm, ARVBNB is another farm. And what this is doing is, what this really means is, in order to earn this 149%, you need to own the token CO and the token BUSD, and you need to own an equal amount of those each. So you need to own $500 worth of CO and $500 worth of BUSD, and you need to basically provide it, meaning send it to this company, Pancake Swap, or make it available to the company Pancake Swap, so that in the future, if someone comes to Pancake Swap and wants to exchange CO for BUSD, because Pancake Swap has this farm and they were able to attract people like you and me, providing them CO and BUSD, they are able to accommodate that actual exchange. So let me explain it another way. Pancake Swap as a company doesn't have like a vault and does not own a whole bunch of CO and BUSD. In order for someone to be able to go to Pancake Swap to actually do an exchange, if they wanted to exchange CO for BUSD, in order for Pancake Swap to accommodate that, they actually needed to have those tokens. Where do they get those tokens from? Exactly. They get them from people like you and me. There is no bank that Pancake Swap can go to get those tokens. They have to get it from somewhere. And in order to be able to have that so that they can run their business, they need to attract people like you and me who are willing to provide them an equal amount of CO and an equal amount of BUSD. Okay, so for example, in this farm, one of the things you can look at here is the liquidity is 323,968. What that basically means is a whole bunch of investors from all over the world have decided that they want to participate in this farm because they're attracted to the 149% interest rate. And in total, me, you, someone else, in total, all combined, we have put enough money into this farm, and there's $323,968 worth of these two coins in this farm. Okay? So, I'm going to stop it there for right now, and then in the next video, I'm going to kind of explain to you a little bit further of exactly how this works and how you earn these rewards. But I'll explain this a little bit deeper as well so you can kind of understand it. So just look out for the next video because you need to now kind of understand the next step, and I'll show you in the next example as well. All right? Thank you. Talk to you soon.